How do kosher butchers tell Chelev from regular fat? Imagine walking into a kosher butcher shop and seeing a skilled worker carefully examining a carcass. How do they know which fats are forbidden and which are allowed? Well, it all comes down to experience, training, and a keen eye. When a kosher butcher, called a Nikkur, inspects the meat after the animal has been slaughtered in a process called Shechita, they look for Chelev. Chelev is a specific type of fat that is forbidden by Jewish law. It appears as thick, fibrous sheets or layers, often found around vital organs like the kidneys. This fat is quite different from the soft, marbled fat you see within muscles. The Nikkur's job is to spot these distinct features and remove every bit of Chelev during a process called Nikkur, which means removal. The key to telling Chelev apart from regular fat is understanding its texture and location. Chelev is firm, tough, and has a membrane-like appearance. It is usually located around the kidneys and inside the internal cavity of the animal. Regular fats, on the other hand, are softer, more evenly spread within the muscle tissue, and do not have that thick, sheet-like look. Because the prohibition against eating Chelev is very serious, only someone with extensive training can reliably identify it. It takes weeks of learning to recognize the subtle differences. The butcher uses precise cutting techniques to carefully separate the Chelev from permitted fats and meat, making sure no forbidden fat remains. This process is meticulous and can be time-consuming, especially since some cuts of meat contain significant amounts of Chelev. The removal of Chelev is a vital part of making the meat kosher. It's not just about cutting away fat, it's about ensuring the meat fully complies with Kashrut laws. These laws also include removing blood through a process called Nikkur and salting the meat to draw out any remaining blood, which is also forbidden. All these steps work together to make sure the meat is fit for kosher consumption. In essence, kosher butchers tell Chelev from regular fat by relying on their specialized training and experience. They look for the firm, fibrous, membrane-like appearance of Chelev and remove it with precise cuts during Nikkur. This careful process guarantees that the meat meets all the standards of Kashrut laws, making it safe and permissible for those who keep kosher.